Good day, folks. My name is Bree Corbin, and I wanted to bring some things to you from my point of view. The modern day social and business world are chock full of professionals who have soft skills that are essential in the workplace. It is essential to have some of these capabilities in order to connect and communicate effectively with coworkers, client, and management. Personally, I like to touch on a few strong soft skills that I possess that enable me to fruitfully build a rapport with people in every stage of business. In every dealing that I have with a customer or client, I make sure that I exemplify a desire to empathize with the sentiments or needs of each client respectively and heterogeneously as to assure a unique, tailored experience from person to person or contract to contract. Although there is a general understanding for how a contract or client should be handled, I believe that fine tuning each process therein will allow for a better foundation of communication, needs, and expectations for each scenario. For instance, as a bartender, there are potentially 20 plus ways to make the same drink. All in all, the base ingredient, aka the liquor, is the main and constant variable. Some bartenders will just make a drink by default without inquiring with the customer on their preferences of taste. However, I will delve deeper and ask questions about their palate preferences in order to deliver a product that looks like a run of the mill drink, but is tailored to their unique taste. I believe that going that extra step is quintessential in service and creating and maintaining a viable and fruitful relationship with a client. It may very well be the difference between them coming to me or going somewhere else for a drink. I believe that implementing these very same methods to my role in cannabis compliance will be what sets me apart from the competition. Not every process should be copy and pasted, and that's something I intend on exemplifying in my work. When I sequester the business of a client wishing to update their compliance and quality control processes, I will first look at what contingencies we face by starting from the ground. If these contingencies outweigh the benefits, from there I will do a fine comb through of all processes to see which one I can bolster up to help the overall succession of said processes faithfully. To me, it is paramount to deliver a dependable product each and every time, which brings me to my next point, dependability. The definition of dependability is the quality of being trustworthy and reliable. This was a concept that I always thought I embodied. However, in my sobriety, I quickly learned the real meaning of dependability. And for me, it's being able to make the hard decisions that no one wants to make in the face of adversity while maintaining authenticity, transparency, and vulnerability. For a long time, I skirted all aspects of that definition and operated in a manner in which was copacetic with my environment and my circumstances. I believe that because I would wake up and do the things that were expected of me, that I was being dependable. When in reality, I was probably just being programmed, which is probably why I always short circuited or came up short. But today, when I wake up, I not only assess what is expected of me, I assess what I can do to elevate myself and those around me, regardless of any outside circumstances that might be affecting me. To me, that's what makes me dependable. All too often, people get comfortable in their position, which leads to Groundhog's Days. I've learned that nothing in life is linear, it is all multidimensional, like helixes or spheres. While the same movements, repeated time and time again, are essentially the antithesis of dependability. Being dependable changes in every aspect of the word and day to day given the task at hand. I make it my mission to not only do my due diligence when it comes to handling accounts with clients on the day to day basis, but I also work every day to optimize the processes in which I operate so that the product or service that I'm bringing to the table is top tier. Being truly dependable goes beyond the scope of the bottom line. Bolstering up everything around that bottom line will elevate the criteria for that which for that with clients, leaving them in a place where they don't want to go anywhere else because my bottom line or my essential and salient point is far above others. They can depend on me to deliver more than what they would expect from someone else. With others, it depends. But on me, they can depend, even if they're in depends. All the while, the climate of the cannabis industry requires a level of adaptability that few other industries currently require, unless you factor in the black market, of course. I will leverage my ability to use different thinking strategies into the planning and management of the day to day to be able to swing with the pendulum that is the cannabis industry. As a divergent thinker, I maintain and promote my ability to leverage new connections and develop new processes as a leader. I've learned to recognize when old approaches no longer work. Along with having this innate gift at being able to immerse myself in new environments and situations when confronted by change, I've also managed to be adept at rubbing elbows with different professionals across different industries. This has helped me to move effortlessly from task to task or account to account because of my ability to cherry pick information received from these interactions and apply them relatively to the situation at hand. I completely embody the notion that both the road to success and enjoying that success are predicated on being open to change. Only then will you have a real opportunity to get the most out of your craft. Bringing ideals like that to the cannabis industry, which is still in its infancy, is something I have made my mission. As a new entrant, I aim to wear many hats, something that is a must in an industry with so much legal jargon to adhere to and to sift through. With goals to jointly own and operate a for and not for profit entity within the industry, it is vital for me to be able to use my prowess to move seamlessly through the paradigms, finding the silver linings in a sometimes hostile environment. Understanding that the cannabis market trends and consumer interests are also constantly shifting, it is essential to remaining flexible in strategy to remaining flexible in strategy and approach. By having this knowledge and capability, I am well on my way to assimilating into the corporate cannabis culture. All of these factors are not only crucial in client relations, but are foundational qualities that can be the influential factors in setting myself apart from the competition. Thank you for your time.